we launched, the word crowdfunding didn't exist. We were creating a whole new way to raise money. We were essentially inventing an industry. Probably didn't realize it at the time. Indiegogo is an online platform where anyone can create a campaign to raise money. Whether it's a local coffee shop, your city museum, your cousin's film, or your favorite nonprofit, or your local community garden, what we're trying to do is enable everybody to fund what matters to them. My parents ran a business because they wanted to have control over their lives so that family could be first. Every night we had family dinner, and when stuff was going on at the business, stressful times, my parents would talk about it in front of us. How do we make payroll this week? I just remember watching my parents struggle so much to grow their business because they never could actually get a loan to do it, and it was hard. When I graduated, all I knew is that I wanted to run something one day. The words I kept saying is, I just want to be my own boss. And I just knew that to be my own boss, I need to understand money and I need to understand business. It was a learning experience around how money moves and who decides when things get funded and when things don't get funded. And I realized that the way money moved isn't as fair as it should be. So I spent months preparing for this night, getting people there, getting actors. The whole night went perfect, and then I looked at the investors and I said, what do you think? And they said, that was amazing. We're not investing. Good luck. And I called my mom, and I just remember talking to her about, America's not a land of all possibility. It's the land of all possibility if you know the right person, And at the very end of the conversation, she said, well, if you're that pissed off about it, go do something about it. I wanted to change finance and go start a company that would literally shift the power into the hands of the people. One late night in my kitchen, we came up with this concept of perks, and we said, let's give it a go. Now that's become the pillar of the industry. When we launched the site, we said, let's just start with one industry. Let's launch a platform that serves just filmmakers. And then once we figure that out, we'll expand to everything else. The launch plan was launch to film in January of 2008, turn on music in March, turn on books in April, and turn on the next thing in May. And all of that went out the window when we launched, because when you're creating something new, all of your marketing has to go into education. And so any event we got invited to, we went to teach people about what was possible. We were rejected by 90 investors before we raised any money. So clearly a lot of people didn't believe that what we were doing had legs. I always like to say, it would have been a lot easier if Indiegogo existed when we needed to raise money for Indiegogo. I feel like my path to Indiegogo has been a journey that started when I was a young girl, when I first became aware of how hard financing was and why that mattered. And until Indiegogo, we've always had to rely on other people making the decisions. Now we all can participate in that decision-making process because we can fund whatever we want. And when you think about the world that way, who knows how much is possible.